Hello, this is a video on how to play the card game Easthaven. Easthaven is a card game in which the objective is to build all four suits up from ace to king using a standard 52 card deck. At the beginning of the game, the player is dealt 21 cards face down to 7 piles, 3 cards to each pile. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 piles with 1, 2, 3 cards in each pile. The top card of each pile is turned face up. After dealing the cards to the tableau, the remaining cards are set aside, forming a stock pile. You'll start the game with 4 empty foundation piles. In terms of the gameplay, on the tableau, cards are played in descending order in alternate colors. Whenever a card is moved from one pile of the tableau to another, any face down card, if there is one, is turned face up. So I can't really demonstrate this right now because we don't really have any cards of alternate color here. Most of them are red, so I'll play this ace to the foundation pile, just start it off. And so if this jack was red, it would be 1 rank lower than the queen and of the opposite color if it was red, and so then we could go ahead and place the jack, like so. We'll demonstrate it here with the 10, right? The 10 is 1 rank lower than the jack and of the opposite color. The 10 is red, the jack is black, so it's 1 rank lower, opposite color. We can indeed place it like so, right? So essentially you can place cards or move cards around on the tableau if the card you're moving is 1 rank lower and of the opposite color. What's another thing to keep track of? Well, if you want to deal cards, other solitaires you can deal like 1 card at a time, 3 cards at a time. Here, if you want to deal cards, you deal them to all 7 piles, right? So you can deal cards anytime from the stockpile, right? But you have to draw 7 cards and you place them face up and they become the new top cards for each tableau pile. So you obviously want to avoid, right, dealing whenever you can, because anytime you draw cards from the stockpile, it places a degree of uncertainty in your tableau, right? And it could make your tableau quite messy if you get a bad, I guess, draw there. So let's just keep playing. That's pretty much it, right? Cards are played descending order, alternate colors, right? If you draw a card, you draw it to all 7 tableau piles, and an empty pile in the tableau can only be filled with a king. So that's pretty much it. So the rules are quite simple. Let us sort of do a bit of a demonstration here. So, can't make any moves, we're stuck. Let us draw. Now, we can make moves, but not any here that would benefit us. So we're stuck again. What does that mean we do? It means we draw. Finally, we get quite a beneficial draw, and we're able to make a large number of moves here. So we'll continue doing so, remember. We can essentially play. Now, one more thing to note, and I didn't really highlight this, but notice how I can't pick up this group of cards here starting from the 6, right? But if I move the 7, I can pick up not only the 7, but I can pick up the 8 as well. And so if you have cards in a sequence in the tableau, you are allowed to move the entire sequence. So notice how the 6 and the 5 are in sequence, right? 1 rank lower, opposite color. That's how we order in Easthaven. Then we are able to move around the entire sequence, like so. So that's quite neat. What else is there in terms of moves to be made here? Move that 5 there. Move that 10 there. That's pretty much it. Is there any move that could be made? No, so let us draw more cards. Finally got the ace of diamonds, so that's beneficial. 4 of clubs, 5 of clubs. So that's always good. Can't really make any moves here other than that. So we'll draw again. Right, and obviously once you draw all the cards, there's no really option to go through the deck again. You're simply stuck. So you can't really do anything in that scenario. Seems like we're stuck here again. Right, none of these are alternate colors, and so none of them can be stacked. So we'll have to draw again. And so now we're out of cards. And so we're out of cards. None of these are alternate colors. That means none of them can be stacked. We have no moves left, and we've lost the game. Right? So as you can see, Easthaven, it's easy to understand in terms of the rules. In terms of winning the game, not so much. What we'll do here is, just for the sake of it, since this is quite quick, if you want, you can click off. But we do have time to go through, I'd say, one more gameplay demo here. So we're going to move the ace, queen, jack, diamond. You can move that entire sequence there. So it's quite hard now. And so what else? 8. Move that 2 right there. That's essentially pretty much it. So we'll draw again, right? And so we can continue doing this. Oh yes, we got an ace. That's quite good. Got a 9. That's not the best. We'll draw again. Got our 2 of hearts. Those are ace of diamonds. So note that a lot of this is down to luck, right? As you can see, if you get a draw with no alternate colors, right? If you get a draw with no alternate colors at all, and you have no movable sequence, then you have no moves for that draw when you draw from the stockpile. So once again here, it doesn't seem like we have any moves that's actually possible. So we'll have to go ahead and draw again. Okay, so luckily we have at least a little bit of yeah, no. So we play all our cards here. One of our aces is in there face down, so that's quite unlucky. That's essentially it, right? We're essentially out of moves. Not completely, but not too focused on every single possible move that could be made. But now we are pretty much out of moves. So as you can see, that wraps up how to play Easthaven. Quite a simple game in terms of understanding the rules. There isn't even too many rules. There's probably 1 or 2, right? And all you need is a standard 52 card deck. In terms of winning the game, though, it's way harder than the rules make it seem like it would be. And that's naturally just due to the face down nature of the cards, right? You start with 14 cards face down, and so that's a large portion of your deck for which you don't have information, and the more information you can get in Solitaire, the better. So the number one strategy in Easthaven is actually to try to get all the cards face up as fast as possible. That gives you the most information on what cards you need to try to aim for, and which cards you need to try to, uncover. Right, so that wraps up how to play Easthaven. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.